Okay, it is a new day in real life and in game. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the wrench. Just in case we wind up using. We got a 600 quality SMG yesterday. So that's cool, right? We're level 104, nearly 105. We're melting down stone and sand. We're outputting literally hundreds of forged steel. We could make plenty more forged steel from there as well when we need to. We are in this kind of amusing situation where every time we shoot the compound bow, until we get more compound bow stuff, we're going to have to lose quality as we repair it. On the flip side, we can repair our shotgun with these items for a really, really long time. Like, we can repair the shotgun more easily. And with all of the lead we have here, I'm honestly kind of thinking that it's easier for us to replace shotgun shells than it is arrows. So these are making picks and that, then we'll go ahead. These are still doing fertilizer for the next hour. There, we just had the screamer die. We don't care about that. So, we can get rid of the finish later, we can get rid of the drop marker. Let's go explore to the west there. I'm kind of curious to see what's over there. We can also head down towards the town eventually. We are probably going to find more sham sandwiches, so I'll go ahead and take that. Okay. Hello, zombies. Or if I didn't have the... I mean, I guess technically with the ability to make paper, that might be true in general, but it's like doubly true. But the fact that we can make paper... Now, if we find another compound bow, so we can prepare this, and I don't know, I still may use it. And it is one of the things it is useful for would be on Horde Night. That sells for not that much. I think we're definitely just going to be mainly looting cars today. I don't care about that though. But you know what we should do? We should just scrap both of those. That's just empty. We'll likely wind up scrapping some of that. I'm going to go ahead and rid this place of tires. There's pretty good tires. I mean, right now, I think I got distracted. One of the nice things about the bow is the fact that it doesn't damage the blocks around it. So having a bow for that rather than the shotgun could be helpful. Also, if you're wondering, because basically we're not opening a container for the tires, it's literally just randomly assigned, because it's like loot from destroying a block. That's why we could get such good tires early on, and right now we're not finding higher quality tires overall. The same goes for engines and anything else that's from a car. Scrap that. Don't grab the wood. I mean, honestly, what am I looking for? I'm not even 100% sure right now. I've never actually fiddled around with like electrical traps and systems and stuff, so it's possible we may wind up being worried about that. Now look at that. That's something we can either repair or just sell as is. It might, I don't know, it's probably not worth repairing it. It is pretty close, but something I could consider. Leveled up. Also, I'm sorry, but I do find it incredibly funny how there's that just, hey, you're driving along, well, here, go on a jump. Oh, got hit there that I didn't expect, that was my fault. Alright, so we want to be going west to explore here for now. Could also go south, but I'm going to be going west. We're just seeing what's out here in the world right now. And of course, we're going to keep our eyes open for those fighters. I mean, for anything that's useful. Hey, there's a wolf. And even that must. Oh, come on, we're wasting durability on this boat, too. That's the thing that annoys me the most. As I think I mentioned, it is kind of a sad state of affairs where we may actually wish that our machete eventually was worse. Well, there's the best tires yet. Look, our inventory's already almost full. Just got an achievement, Neil Armstrong. This probably has to do with traveling a certain amount of distance or something. And we got even better tires. We have so many tires. Tires all day long. You know, if I do wind up gaining too much damage by getting the machete up to 600, then at that point I'll just bite the bullet, so to speak, and grab the last knife guy just so we get more out of that when it happens. Who knows, maybe we'll legitimately one-shot some stuff then. bona fide, whatever it is, treasure map. We're making sure we get the tires now. If our inventory gets full, we can always, drop stuff off later. Can I hop up this? I don't care too much about that one gunpowder, for example. And I have purple shorts, so I don't need that skirt. I mean kilt. Don't need that kilt. Hey. Buzzard, it would be nice if you came down, but I'm guessing you won't. Obviously, we already have several. I don't know how much it's worth. Oh, are you coming down for something? Can I lure you down, Vulture? There's 65 feathers. But I don't think we can even really start harvesting cars now. Our inventory is too full. Even though we could drop some of that in a pinch. There are a few items we have that we don't really need. How is our knife guy? I mean, we could buy the last knife guy if we wanted. We're not going to right now. Really going to do that if it winds up making sense. There's even better bike wheels. One gunpowder isn't exactly amazing. So that is kind of officially all we can hold right now. Well, let's go drop our stuff off, then come back and repeat. Apparently my guy couldn't decide whether he wanted to stop jumping up and down or not there, if you heard that. That is actually more useful than several things, since we're going back right now. Eviscerated remains. I guess that's what happened, huh. I'm sure you're noticing though that killing zombies to gain more XP, it's not nearly as lucrative as it was at the start. Not remotely. Oh, we don't have any room for any eggs. 3 lead is whatever. I do find it interesting though that plains seems to be the hardest biome to find feathers in. I do wonder why that is. And And I've seen other people mention it as well, so I don't think it's just me thinking that. You know, it's particularly noticeable at the start of the game when you're desperate for every last feather you can get your hand on. Oh no, we're losing 1/10. Moldy bread takes 10 sham sandwiches, yeah, so it would take a lot there to equal one moldy bread. Being able to actually get a first aid kit recipe would be nice, though, that's for sure. Like, shouldn't his body give more resources from being this huge fat guy? I don't know. Then I guess it'll turn it from, you know, mothers telling their kids you should eat everything because their kids starving in China to, you know, make sure you eat everything so in the zombie apocalypse when you die you'll be more resources for the survivors. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it though, does it? I don't know why, but this is definitely slower than I'd like. I don't know if it's just loading or what. Maybe it's spawning 50 zombie bears on my tail. Seems like that could be something that it does. You know, while we have his attention anyway, let's go sell. We'll see if we can sell 3 of those tires. I'm sure we can't sell all of them, but we can sell a chunk. And then that'll turn into scrap lead after we sell a tire. Otherwise, it's going to say you have no inventory space like that right there. Our machete's down to half quality. Well, there's our first infection. Didn't think he'd swing again so fast, but, you know, clearly I was wrong.
All prices are fair here.
Well, we already knew all of that, right? We've already checked his stuff. So mini bike wheels are worth a lot more. That's okay. Then we'll sell the. Oh, you won't buy any more. That's what I was afraid of. I did just realize though that we could buy things like a brass faucet here.
You come back sometime. Thanks for shopping here. Come again.
Alright, let's get back home. We'll eat some honey. Drop off the rest of our stuff. Did you see how fast I was falling there? I'm not sure what quite was going on with that, but... But like I said, I guess technically earlier with the compound bow, right? I don't want to... I might as well use it. Long term, ideally, I'd probably use like a shotgun and a sniper rifle anyway. I mean, right now, if I repaired it, I'd only lose 0.9%, right? So I'd lose... I guess it'll round down, so it'd go down to 595. So if I repaired it 10 times, I'd still have at least a 550 quality compound bow. I shouldn't feel bad about using it, I'm just a perfectionist. We really need to get those last storage frames up. Alright, we got another engine. We got wheels for days. So we actually do have a pretty good engine there. We can combine that with another engine to repair it if we need to. Building, 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 building. Shotguns. Ammo, 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 ammo. Health, health. Food, food, food. And we're just gonna sell those, I imagine. So let's check something out here. We have 104 cloth fragment. If I take this, it's apparently miscellaneous crafting, so I'm gonna repair it. Get 596. That's worth considerably more. Yeah, it's not bad. But then something I haven't done, have I? I talked about this, then I never actually then did it. So we'll keep this bandana. We can use it to repair it later, I suppose. Anyway, so then these go in the cell. This goes back into here. $16. That went up by like 3%, so not terrible. These are all done. So we need to make 5 shovels. Look at that, we can sell these for 1,200 each now. When we can sell them, limits, you know, depending. Alright, we eat that. Feel better. Then we take 4 cornbread with us. Just doing their thing. Alright, let's back off to see what we can find. We're going to so wear down our machete, cleaning up the bodies after tonight. Gotta make sure we keep an eye on the time. This is definitely one night where we do not want to be coming back late. That's given the amount of animal hides we have gotten, it is probably worth still trying to sell some machetes. We're not going to need all of those hides. And even if we got to the point where, you know, we might want more hides, In many cases, what we're going to really want is leather, and we'll be able to get leather by destroying stuff. You're an asshole. I'm not actually going to keep all of this. I got too close with that shot. Does machete do that much more than the other stuff? It's kind of crazy. I'm also kind of bleeding out, so I should just restore this. But I got infected again. Screw you. Shotguns that's hit level 2. If you're wondering why don't I just like shotgun the wolves and stuff, because overkill, I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes at weird points the game freezes up. I don't know if maybe I should re-verify my game files again. Just want smooth gameplay, that's all I'm asking for. Oh well, we are way north of the road. We really got sidetracked. And I imagine that most of you didn't tune into this video to watch me do zombie hunters. I'm sure you eventually want to see more interesting things, like going to the skyscrapers or building them better bases or something. It claims the CPU is only at like 50%, so See, in some like in some other games, if I'm trying to record it and it's pushing this system to the limits, I'm used to the idea of them games like slowing down, like literally have less FPS and not being as responsive. I'm not used to it like constantly freezing up slightly like this. So another new question is, what's the best way down? $5.94. Oh, hot diggity dog. So there we see that there's a road, right, which goes off, leads to something over there. There is a house, two houses way off in the distance. Got more brass, that's nice. There's a bunny. Right now this is not really looking that interesting. This is really bad to be trying to plan. Didn't just get infected once, you know, 2 infections one day, first day that I've gotten infected in this playthrough. It's just bad. There's some worse quality tires. And again, even if we didn't want to keep them to try to sell down the line, we could even just be melting them down in the void for chunks of iron and stuff, you know? The infection is, I think it's like -1 stamina or something like that. Got like one house here. It's like, that's great. There's a deer. Just got scared away by a zombie on the road. And a sniper rifle, we could have just shot it. Crossbow schematic, which we know. Come on, zombies. Stop scaring the deer. This is odd. Whatever, I'll get closer. Skin this and we'll get back to home base. We do have meat and hide, so we can actually do this without a problem. Fantastic. It's like, okay, we've gotten over to here. We have like 7 minutes or something, right, till the Horde Night. We're heading back over there so we can get things in order. Sorry, we just have too much sand and clay for me to worry about that. So we just landed one proper hit on him. Then we wouldn't have even needed to use the shotgun, would we have? On the flip side, the only way to get the shotgun up to get like the next ranks of the weapon skill is to use the shotgun, right? So did it take 2 or did I just miss on the first one? I'm not sure which. We're definitely not getting our 4 levels today. That's okay. I'm not that concerned about levels at this point. That right there was another example of the immediately getting smacked because it's not performing the way I want it to. We're at plus 58 and getting colder. We're about to go into the water zone. Could Don't know why I didn't get anything out of that, but whatever. Or maybe I just hit her body and not the gore block left behind. That's probably what happened. Either way, we really need to get home at this point, so... Athletics is up to 51. I think I need... I don't know if I need 60 or 80 for Sexual Tyrannosaurus. 60. I'm just gonna run straight to home at this point. We've even gotten a lot of these bird nests here. You can see the kind of depressions in the ground that are from, whoa. Yes, I saw the lumberjack there. Just didn't want to pass up 60 plus feathers. The blood moon is coming. Down to just over 2 minutes. Still can't believe I let myself get infected not just once but twice. It's kind of embarrassing is what it is. So that's sold. So many of these tires I'm sure we're going to be selling. We do need to drink that. About a minute to go. Got more meat, got more eggs, got more supplies. Got more ammo pieces, basically. Got more health stuff. Got more of those. Got more of that. We're going to turn you off. Make a machete. And here comes the horde. Question is, should I use the compound? The problem is if I get cops, whatever, I'm just going to use the compound bow. I'll repair it as I need to. Here we go. We, however, don't need the wrench. God, those zombies got here fast. There's our first cop. Two cops. You know what we may want here instead of this? Oh, the claw hammer and forged iron. We got a cop incoming. Oh, these are generally okay so far. So we're gonna lure the cop in. That's not dodging nearly as much as I thought it would. This would be a good idea. Are we only just going to get the two cops? I don't know. So I think at there's 4 stages, right? Every hour and a half. So you can see that over here I'm luring them into fresh spikes. In theory, what I could do is have like a skywalk across into like another pillar that has a bunch of spikes around it, and have like multiple pillars like that, and lure them on a merry chase. Alright, we're about to go into phase 2. Watch for more cops. like to go skin the dogs, but we've seen what happened. We saw what happened last time I did that. I don't see any point in even risking this. Come on over here. Are we only gonna get 2 cops maybe for this whole night? That happens to be kind of disappointing. By the way, though, we're technically only 2 hours, a little over 2 hours into the Horde, right? So we still have quite a bit of time. So without the leather duster, we would be getting, we'd be at like 46 or something, it looks like. See how much damage there is a cop. Come on around, we're just surviving through this. I'm kind of liking that idea of building out some other pillars out there, like with a skywalk of stuff I can shoot down. Either way, obviously we're losing loot. On the flip side, most of our loot is from come on round. So now this whole night has been perfectly smooth. Got another 2 hours till dawn. Things seem to be holding just fine. Part of the problem is that every round of ammunition you spend now, right, is stuff you have to go obtain somehow. So I think it makes sense to not want to just burn it like crazy. Hunted by something, which I'm guessing is going to be a crawler somewhere, but I can't see it. That's fine. Looks like we don't really need that quite yet. If I hear stuff and starting to smack upstairs, I'll go investigate. Now I'm undetected. Okay, if I'm undetected. Let's go be someplace else. We should go a little bit north, I think. So we have some mines over here. This way we're still out, away from our home. So if they want to cluster above us at this point, go for it. You've got like a double vein here, basically. Oh, and we're getting 53 nitrate per swing. When we hit it, that's pretty good. Looks like that's about it right there, right? We're still undetected right here. That is what we were making sure we were staying clear of. Oh, and that. Both of those are bad. We'll go over there in a moment. Looks like we will probably not be hitting the next level before morning. Basically didn't rack up many kills the zombie night because we're letting our traps do the job for us, so we're conserving ammunition. And we don't really need the experience at this point. Technically speaking, leveling up at this point is just going to make the game harder for us. And while if I wasn't really trying to avoid dying if I could, and obviously I've taken a few risks that I shouldn't have, but overall I am serious about trying to make sure I don't die. You know, I wouldn't be as worried about it. Because then if you make the game harder, yay. On the flip side, if you do die, then the game decides the game should be made easier for you, so nay. I don't know, looking at the way that this... Oh yeah, we're out of stamina here. We're not going to hit it before dawn, but we will hit it before heading upstairs. How about that? We'll do it that way. And while our archery is only at 20... Oh, look at that, we did it. Alright, let's get to the outside. Dawn.